Hello, everybody. Welcome to Swordplay Sorcery. We're back with some Pathfinder after, I think, a much-needed vacation for everybody. How have you been, players? How was your week?
I've been working.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Were Ian, Connor, you guys the only ones working?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Oh.
R.I.P. Okay, so before we start, 2 announcements. All right, I guess I gotta do 3 because I don't want to get yelled at by Ian and Connor again. Gotta advertise a little bit. We have a useless Discord. If you want to join it, ! Discord in the chat. We also have merch, none of which I'm wearing right now, but you can pretend this hat is part of the merch. It's totally not, so don't expect it in the store. If you want merch, ! Merch in the chat.
Hey, how much?
Oh yeah, there you go. There's the sweatshirt.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
There's the sweatshirt. And finally, for those of you who don't know, this is my hobby. My main job is working for a D&D YouTube channel called OSQ TV. Be sure to tune in this Saturday. I want to say it starts at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. It's going to be over on YouTube, on that YouTube channel. He is going to be doing another dice challenge where his stream can't end until he completes it. And this time we're rolling for 1,001 nat 20s. So it's going to be a long day. So please make sure to show up. And
you got to be there for that?
Yeah, I got to be there for that.
Damn.
Ooh, tragic.
That's going to be, I'm probably going to be reading off some of the chat for him while he's rolling, probably doing some of the tallying. If it's anything like the last one, the natural ones will beat natural 20s a few hours before it's able to be completed. So we're doing the unnecessary sequel. That's what it's called. So we're just having...
If it gets a natural 1, does it go back, like, to tally?
No, we were just tallying both to see which one would beat it first, but we couldn't end it until the nat 20s won. So, yeah, that's this weekend.
Day 17. What?
I think last time he did it in 10 hours, so he's going to try to beat it this time.
Good God.
So I'm going to be reading some chat, tallying some rolls, probably picking up food.
Playing some Overwatch?
Dang.
Probably not. Maybe
He's rolling it.
Maybe
Yeah.
after tonight's stream, maybe. All right. With that out of the way, is everyone ready to dive into tonight's game?
As ready as I'm going to be.
Cole, are those,
Probably.
Do you need to get a bad roll out of the way?
Yeah, it's not going to matter.
It might.
I got a 15.
Oh,
Damn it.
That's the worst roll.
gonna be the
but that'll be
highest.
Nah,
the highest roll you get.
Don't put that on me, Elena. Don't curse me like that.
All right. So, last time we played, the party made their way into the mountains on the outskirts of Issarat, where the kingdom over the mountain is. You guys followed the tracks deep into the mountains and eventually found this opening where there appears to be some form of a portal made into the mountain itself. After a lot of debate about how to unlock said portal with the riddles and different colored gems, they eventually cracked the case and got access to the portal. After entering, they found themselves traveling through this arcane void, and all of them waking up in a new, strange new world. Very hot, a lot of clay all around, a lot of crimson sky, a out-of-place Gothic castle miles away. Tonpas found himself inside of a dungeon, and upon trying to get out, encountered a bone golem, went into SEAL Team shit mode, and eventually escaped the dungeon. Eventually ran through the castle and found the front entrance, opened the doors only to bump into Ebrill. On the other part of the world,
Also covered in poop.
Leylin woke up with not quite some PTSD, but some weird familiar senses about this world. And Jamir reunited with his bear. Bear is safe. Bear is good. No damage. Bear is okay. Don't hurt me.
Hey, no, don't worry. I rolled well for that. I made sure you got the net 20 for I do.
To start off,
What's his name again?
Hoagie.
Hoagie Yoshi.
Who said Yoshi?
Yoshi.
The hook?
Who said
It's been a
Yoshi
while.
for the bear?
It's been a week.
2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
Hey, it's been
Oh,
2
2
weeks for
weeks.
me.
Okay, that's fair. So, we're going to do something a little bit different with the start of tonight's session. Since you guys are split, since the party is split, we're going to have the party members roll. So each of you roll a d20, and the person that you are with, we're going to tally up that total. So the highest roll will get to go
Oh.
first tonight.
Just a D20?
Just a d20. If you have a hero point, you can use a hero point.
I'm not wasting that.
I got
I'm not
13.
wasting my hero point.
All right, we'll start in, I guess, the stream order. So Leylin, what'd you get?
I got an 18.
18. And then Jamir?
12.
Okay. 18 plus
30.
12 equals high number. All
Oh.
right. Tonpas?
I got a 13.
Okay. And Ebrill?
15.
Ah, nice. Pretty close.
Yeah.
Close. Very close, very close. All right. Leylin. Jamir.
Mhm.
You guys left off outside of the ruins. There was some talk about where to go, whether to go towards the castle, whether to go back to the ruins. Not entirely sure which direction to head. What would you guys like to do? What do you guys do in this moment?
Well, I mean, assuming that we had to get our way back, want to go explore the ruins, see if we can gather any information there. Or... I'm sort of out of my element here, Leylin, so this is all you.
Well, so a little out of character here. Jake, and last time we did talk about like how the Gothic castle was emanating this like magic towards me, and there was like that draw, right?
Right.
Okay. Back is Liam. All right. Well, the ruins are right here, but there's something about this castle. It's just it's pulling me towards it. It's otherworldly.
Well, we are, from what you say, in a different plane, so everything's otherworldly to me. So I'll follow your lead wherever you want to go, dog.
All right. Well, what time is it right now, Jacob? In the day, like sun's up.
Sun's out, guns out, dog.
You guys can make either a nature or survival check. And
Both of those are bad for me.
I'm-
So
Oh,
I'm gonna say the
boy.
DC is a little higher if you're not trained in these skills.
Which I am trained, and I got 13.
I got a 9.
Oh.
Okay. So point blank, you guys don't really know what time it is. If you had to guess, it resembles afternoon to Aderon, the world you guys are from.
Probably 2 o'clock. 2, 1. It's all right. We're good. We got time.
we might have time, but this is a new world for us both. Let's I feel like finding a place to rest would be good. And these ruins are pretty close.
Okay. So we're going to the ruins? We're
Sure.
going to the castle. All right, bet.
Let's go to the ruins.
To the ruins we go. We're off on an adventure.
All right. So, Leylin, Jamir, and Hoagie, you guys begin to make your way to these ruins. As you approach the ruins, you notice that or you gather that it was once a grand structure. You see that it's made of large stone bricks and adorned with intricate carvings everywhere. A lot of them faded away with time. Some of them you can still make out, but they're not really anything that you would recognize. Time has not been kind to this place. Much of it has crumbled away. The area is overgrown with dying vines and foliage. And you guys do see hints of that radiant glow, that radiant ooze that you guys have been tracking the past day. So there are traces of it here, but each of you roll a perception check for me.
Like all three of us?
If you want Hoagie to roll, sure. Why not?
I was really confused there for a moment. I was like, wait, what?
I almost had a heart attack.
I'm not even sure what his perception is.
Well, I got a 25.
Oh, okay. See.
Okay, well, let me roll mine. I'm not gonna worry about Hogan because I can't find it at the moment.
Gotcha.
I got 24.
20. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, you guys would notice that this ooze, while it is on the ground and there are traces of footprints, some of it you would know to be a little bit of Jamir's from the first time exiting the ruins. But you notice that there are some traces of it on the walls that would suggest that there was some kind of a impact blast radius. Now, anyone who has fought these neon skeletal warriors like you guys have, you would just assume that it's from when they die and they just implode. However, this is a massive blast radius. This covers the entire structure. A lot of it is very, very faded, but you can see where it's kind of like stained into the rocks itself, into the stone.
Are we able to see like the epicenter of this blast?
I would say that this rolls where a little bit in the front of the ruins itself, in front of this archway that you guys see, you would see kind of a little bit of a dip to where some kind of impact was, but it's been covered with so much clay and so much like rain and debris that it's almost, there's not really much to decipher there.
Okay. Well,
And you said there were other tracks besides mine?
Yes.
From what we could tell?
Yes, and these are very similar to the skeletal tracks.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is where I popped out at, you know. No one else is here besides me. So, I mean, this is the ruins. Do you know a way to get back? Because I think the portal man is off somewhere else. I don't know where he went. And then our lady friend also went somewhere else. And you were like down there. So everything's all scattered.
it's like we kind of got blasted around.
Was it supposed to be like a joke? I'm supposed to laugh at that, or?
I mean, I thought it was funny.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ian,
I'm still a little shook.
do you already have a hero point?
Yes.
Dan. Okay, never mind then.
You should give him another one for a joke.
Yeah, you can have 3 of them apparently.
Yeah.
You can have up to 3.
Oh, shit, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do they mean?
Hero point.
Though? What is a hero point
I
necessarily?
think it's like a
It's
inspiration.
like a
Hero points.
like
You can spend
inspiration.
1 to re-roll a check and use the second result. This is a fortune
Okay.
effect. Or you can spend all hero points to avoid death. You can do this when your dying condition would increase. You lose the dying condition and stabilize with 0 hit points.
Whoa! So if you have all 3, it's basically like a
like a
death
save.
buffer.
Yeah.
It's almost like a divine save. Just
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Take me up to the ray gun, guys, please. But no. So yeah, like yeah, I don't know where anybody is. if there were tracks, but there's only ours that we walked back up here with, and then from what looks like skeletal stuff, and then there's this goo all over the place.
Where do the tracks lead? The skeletal ones.
Some of them lead inside of the ruins, and then some of them are walking in the direction of the castle.
Okay, well, Jamir, I feel like we still are into two options. We can take a look a little in closer to the ruins where some of these tracks are going, or we can go the other way.
I mean, hey, I'm not sure how we're gonna get home. I can't read any of this. Best bet is to go look for other people. We still have to find the rest of our acquaintances, friends. I met y'all literally not too long ago, so. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find those people.
Like
I feel like Jamir just hates us. Like he's like just kind of here, and he's like,
I told y'all one time, and we're in a different fucking plane.
He's like, this is dumb.
Oh god. But yeah, no, like, so I guess we have to go find her.
And he got stuck with the stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of everyone, he got stuck with the stalker. So.
Stalker, you're speaking to me, and it's not making any sense. Like, I feel this pull towards the castle. Oh, that's supposed to mean.
It's like, this guy's definitely on something.
But yeah, no, so.
Oh, man.
But yeah, like, so I guess if this is the only thing up here with the ruins and tracks and goo, the next best thing is just to go to the castle that's calling you. So. I'll let you lead the way with that, Magic Man.
Magic Man.
Magic Man.
I like that. All right. Well, I guess that's the consensus here, Mr. Bearman.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the castle.
All right.
Yo.
Okay, so you guys make your trek over to the castle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Change some of these notes around.
God damn it.
Feel like we missed out on something there, Ian.
Well, homie, my diligence ain't out.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Jacob might be a little sad.
I don't think he's sad.
Meanwhile, in another part of this world, we find ourselves inside of this obsidian castle. Tonpas on the ground, starting to lean up, kind of gathering your thoughts. What just happened? Ebrill, you just got out of this crazy vortex of a tunnel, and then like landed into a door, and then landed into Tonpas.
Oh,
You literally stepped through a portal and just donk.
just hit a wall.
Yeah, you hit the wall as Tonpas was trying to leave.
Dang.
Tonpas will stand up and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry about that." You know, like he'll wipe his head off and it's like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Ebrill starts like wiping herself off and then realizes that there's like fecal matter all over her hands, and
Yeah.
she's just like, "Oh, what have you been up to? What did you?
I had to
Are you
I had to
okay?
hide in a sewer from some.
We just walked
giant
through the
creature.
portal. We just got here. Did you?
No, I've been here for a little bit.
Some people, when they go real fast, they just get a little, and it's okay. It's okay. You didn't have to lie about it.
You guys hear the sound of heavy metallic footsteps approaching.
Tom's like, we gotta go.
Who's
And
that?
this figure
we need to leave.
you were running from, Tonpas, is there standing over you guys. This tall,
damn.
imposing figure, clad in black armor. It seems to be a fusion of advanced technology and ancient magic. Glowing red eyes this time, and he has kind of like a military posture to him. His arms are kind of held behind his back, and he's standing there and observing. And after you guys realize that he's kind of approached, he stops and puts his foot back to just stand.
Tompas
Oh, I have a out of character question.
Yeah.
Do I still have David? Was he okay throughout the last session?
Gotta forget about
Yeah,
it.
Roll
David
a
was
d20
there.
for me. I will roll one as well. Whoever gets the highest number will get the rule of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 16.
Daggum, I got a 15.
Oh, okay.
No!
I would say David is still with you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
nice.
Yeah. I mean, if I didn't go through any combat, then I would assume that, yeah, he's still here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thomas like, hello.
He just stares and then turns his gaze towards Ebrill.
Does he look like a baddie?
Hey, he kind of bad though. He kind of bad.
Like, does he have like a lot of sharp, angular features, or
Is
is
he
he like kind
Sauron?
of like Baymax?
Sharp, angular features.
Oh.
It's very. It's almost. You get the sense that it's like royal, gothic kind of armor. Definitely some kind of military presence, some kind of, you would guess, war background of some kind. He's got the military robes over the armor, and there doesn't seem to be a piece of him that isn't covered in it. So the only sense of any kind of humanity you do see is in those eyes that are glowing red.
Ebrill would walk up to him and be like, man, are you? Is this your place? Is this your palace? Kind of, Is this your home?
He kind of raises his head up a little bit. This is my home.
She walks over a little closer.
He steps forward.
Hey, what nice place you have here. I mean, I'm sorry. Me and my friend, we kind of just fell into this place. He gets a little anxious when he
we were
travels.
teleported, and I landed in the crypt, and I had to hide in the sewer.
Yes, it's all fine.
There was some bone mass down there.
The bone golem. He's not supposed to be roaming down there. Apologies.
Oh well, he definitely is. Yeah,
We will
of course.
address this. Pardon my manners. I am Kraelith.
Kraelith, how do you spell that, darling?
He's taken aback by this. Craleth.
Kraelith, well, that's a lovely name. Is that a family name?
Of sorts. You say you're not from here.
No, we just stepped through the portal just now. I thought dragons would be on the other side, but
We're from a Cune.
Why are you making that face? Is it because we're gnomes? What? You see two short people and immediately
Is
you're
that a
like,
crane with making a face? Hold on here.
He kind of nods. You're from the world of Aderon.
Yes.
Well, friends from the world of Aderon, until we get your situation sorted out, feel free to be a temporary guest in my home. I will provide a room for each of you, or one, I don't know the situation. For you,
Well,
definitely,
we
I will
need
have
two.
a bath
We need
ready.
two. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Are you?
thanks. Question.
Of course.
Do you have dragons here? You got dragons? They fly around outside?
A
Hello?
woman on a mission right there.
We have loads of dragons.
She turns around to David and in Draconic says, "You hear that, David? You hear that, Dad? They got dragons here. We can see some
Yeah,
dragons."
In Draconic, he responds, "It is nice to make your acquaintance, David."
Ebrill turns around. She's like, "Oh, no." Okay, that's really fun. Alright.
Take off all some
Got a man who knows some draconic. Okay.
He snaps his hands, and two of those glowing skeletal warriors come out of a chamber and approach. And he turns to them, and you guys can either make a perception check or an arcana check.
I'm making an Arcana check.
I'm also making an arcana check.
I got an 18.
An 18.
Nice.
Okay.
Got
Oh.
that plus 7.
I got a natural 1 for a total of 7.
Oh, not a
Rad.
whisper coming out of his mouth translates to you, Ebrill.
Magic.
And Tonpas, you've heard this speech before. You don't quite know it off the top of your head, but given some time to reflect on it, you could probably narrow down what it is that he's speaking in.
Okay. Cool. I'll mull on that one taking a bath.
Gotcha.
Presuming there's a bathtub
There is a bathtub.
to wash every single thing I own off.
He, after whispering to the skeletons, looks over to you guys. Don't worry about their appearance. They will lead you to your chambers. I will give you the appropriate time, all of the time you need to get settled in, get acquainted, and if you guys are famished, I can host a dinner tonight.
Oh, well, I'm a little peckish, maybe, but
We're actually missing 2 of our other companions. I don't know where they ended up.
what do you mean? Ebrill turns around for the first time
Well,
and notices
Leylin
that
and-
it's just the two.
They are not here, so I'm presuming they are either probably elsewhere outside of the castle, perhaps. But it is a big castle, so I honestly don't know.
There's more of you.
2 more.
Oh yeah, a whole lot more. Yeah, a
Not
whole lot
including
more.
the bear.
It's like 3 more.
Both of you roll a
include the bear.
d20.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, right.
I got a
Like
19.
6.
Oh.
Tonpas,
Yes.
his reaction to that, you're only able to get a reading off of any mannerisms that show on the outside of the armor, or if you're paying very, very close attention, you can read his eyes. And his eyes, hearing that information, glow. And he stands up a little taller. Well, we will just have to amend this. We'll reunite the few of you. How many should we be on the lookout for?
There should be 2 more.
3 more, yeah.
Oh, if you include the bear.
A bear.
Ow!
Damn right.
It's just
Yeah,
Remember that man's name.
There's another short person around our height, and then there's a tall guy. He's kind of a little weird, but you know.
Looks weird.
Oh, he
Yeah,
acts.
and then there's a bear.
And then
You
there's a
can't
bear.
mess the bear.
I think he acts like a bear.
A bear, a short folk, and a taller, peculiar figure.
Sounds right. About right. I don't really know, but yeah, sounds about right.
Understood.
Everyone just hates on Leylin.
Well, I will
Whoa.
not hold you any longer than is necessary. Please feel free to follow them. I have some more work to attend to, and I will meet you in the dining hall.
Thank
Ooh,
you.
a dining hall. Fancy.
All right.
Tonpas follows the skeleton.
So does Ebrill. And
Okay.
David.
So, there are a few prominent places that you guys pass through on the way to your chambers, which are deep into the castle and a few stories up. and it's not just like you go up a couple stairs and then you're at the next level. You go up stairs to get to the next level.
So nice and hard to get out of.
So everywhere has a ridiculously tall ceiling height. Things that you guys would notice, just without the rolls. Obviously, where you guys were just now was the foyer. There was a massive iron chandelier hanging overhead you guys, flickering shadows on the walls. To the left, a grand staircase that leads up to the second floor. This is where you guys enter. You guys, or Ebrill, you came crashing through the pair of double doors, giant wooden doors. And as you guys are going up the stairs, the walls are adorned with tapestries. And that's about all that would stand out from here. Tonpas, you got a glimpse of the ballroom on the first floor when trying to escape. You guys pass a library. From what you can see, it's a dimly lit room with shelves that are somehow empty and full. There's a sense of these shelves need more books on them. There's a weird... this is too big of a room to have too little books on the shelf. But this room appears to be almost like a library labyrinth of some kind. You guys get the sense that you passed a kitchen. It was behind a door, so no visual confirmation, but you get the sense that you've passed it. Let's see, wouldn't catch that. And yes, after passing a few more halls and potentially some servant quarters, you guys get to your rooms. And your rooms are tall, spacious rooms, king-size beds, tall, gallivant curtains, very large private bathroom, tubs already filled with steaming water for you guys, fresh bars of soap.
Wow.
On the
I
cabinets,
get in armor and all.
armor and all. That's fair.
Yes, I gotta watch it off, dog.
That's fair. The necessary cleaning utensils are there as well. Across from your bed is a giant wardrobe, so a place to hang your cape, so to speak. And next to it, a counter full of various alcohols.
Ooh.
Fancy.
So
Everyone's gonna act like this is a hotel and just start grabbing random assortment wines. Like she'll just bag the soap bar. She'll probably go over to the alcohol thing and pick up like a shooter of like Fireball and a Fireball equivalent. Just kind of put it in her bag.
You can mark that inventory down on your sheet if you would like.
She's just like someone entering a hotel and be like, oh, I'm just like
For free?
Starts putting the pillow in her bag.
The pillow?
Yeah, one of the pillows.
Wait, you've never stolen a hotel pillow? It shows.
You've never seen people that steal hotel pillows?
I've never seen it.
Can't they
Dude,
charge
people
you
steal-
for that afterwards?
People steal everything. I mean, they can.
Nowadays, yeah, they
Yeah.
charge you, but like back in the day,
Y'all put a lot of trust in those pillows.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't trust a hotel.
Honestly, I'm
pillow.
I'm not taking anything from a hotel other than the soap.
hey,
Everything else stays there.
Ebrill, you know,
Those
she's
are the
not as
stakes.
well off as the rest of you. Let me just say that.
Everyone has a pretty nice house.
She has a
from that
nice
battle.
house.
Yeah, that
Yeah, she
one
pays
was
a
a nice
lot to
house.
that landlord for that. No,
Mhm.
my goodness.
Fair.
Tonpas is the landlord. That's what she's not saying.
So you are bagging everything that you can fit in there. Tonpas, you get into the tub, armor and all. Is there anything?
Eventually, I strip everything off the armor to like start cleaning my body.
Yeah.
But I'm cleaning the armor first, and then I set it out to dry, and then I'll get out, put some clothes on.
Jake in question, not really DM question. You're washing.
Yeah.
the armor in this bath water first and then taking a bath in it?
No,
There you go.
no, I drained the water first.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
assuming there's a way to refill the tub, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I just drained the tub.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank.
yeah, I'm getting in the poop water.
Yeah, that's what I thought for a second. I was like, that can't be right. Okay.
No, and then I'll get out and... What alcohol is there? Tonpas will have a drink.
There's a bourbon equivalent, and there's a lot of red wine.
Is he gonna critique their alcohol?
Tonpas is a bourbon drinker, I get the feeling, so Tonpas will have a bourbon. He'll pour himself a little glass, you know?
Sure thing.
Neat.
And neat. Classic. A singular ice cube.
Oh, nice.
A drop
the
of...
big round one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, neat is without ice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No,
hardcore
no.
bourbon drinkers are just... You just pour it into the glass.
With like a drop of spring
Somebody
water or
alcoholic.
something. Yeah,
Good God. So,
yeah, no.
what else do you
Ice.
guys do in the time before the dinner?
How much time do we have?
It's unsure. You didn't really get any kind of verbal confirmation of anything from the skeletons. Like when you got to your rooms, they were just kind of like, and just kind of like nudged, like.
Solid. Tonpas will go to Ebrill's room and knock on the door.
Okay.
Right.
Ebrill opens the door.
Uh,
Yes, hello. Oh,
Hey, I was gonna go to the library.
Tonpas, friends.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna go to the
You said-
library. if you
To the
wanted to.
library?
Yeah, just to let you know. That way.
Sure.
Oh, are you coming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what time was dinner? What time is it?
I don't know. It didn't say. I don't.
Do they have
Can
a
I-
clock?
can we
here
tell what-
taken?
Time of day it is. Yeah, are there clocks?
You can make either a survival check or a nature check.
I will do one of
Hey,
them.
I'll take a nature check.
See.
Have either of them even been outside?
Yeah.
I assume
Yeah,
there's
boy.
windows.
There's
I got an
windows.
11.
11. Okay.
I got a 4.
Oh god.
Neither of you.
Elaine is the one that's rolling bad tonight.
Neither of you are sure what time it is or equivalent to from where you're from.
She just kind of
Okay.
looks out to the window and is just like, yeah, there's probably time left. Let's go.
Yeah, I imagine we have enough time to peruse the library.
Yeah.
And then I guess we'll head down to the library.
Okay. So you guys make it to the library. The door is open. No one is guarding it. In fact, on your way there, there's no one in the halls.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
it's still really hot. It's still really musty and almost kind of like a damp sense in the air. But it's eerily quiet in this castle.
Yeah,
The library,
weird.
the dimly lit room, has shelves that stretch from floor to ceiling, packed with ancient tomes and dusty volumes. The deeper you go into the library, the less books you start to see on the shelves. The air is thick with the smell of leather bindings and old paper, and the room is illuminated by flickering candles, and it's casting eerie shadows across the shelves. Ooh!
Ooh, spooky.
The room, as you saw earlier, is arranged in some kind of a labyrinth layout, and the books are not arranged in any discernible order. A few comfortable chairs here and there, some reading tables scattered throughout the room, and the tables are covered in dust, chairs threadbare.
Okay. Can I look for books?
Of course.
Can I peruse them? Can I look for a book on either the planes or just magic in general? Maybe magic items in general.
Okay, so we're gonna say this is the seek action. Is that right?
I think.
Speedy bop bop. You're taking the time to find some very specific books.
Yes.
Ebrill,
Yeah.
what about you?
I think she's gonna do that as well, but she's gonna try to find anything in Draconic.
you quickly find something in Draconic.
Yeah, she just wants to like, when you go to a library in France and you're like, I'm just gonna see if they have any English books, and you just look across and you're like, oh, she's just doing that to see what kind of Draconic books they have.
You immediately find a tome, Draconic Volume 3.
Oh.
And it appears to be, from looking at this book, that this is some kind of a research journal of some kind. And opening it up, you see that it is filled front to back with Draconic. But as you read, you start to notice it's only one word. You flip through all the pages, and it's still the one word repeated over and over and over.
The Shining vibes.
Kralith.
Random.
That's weird. All right. She just kind of closes that up.
All work and no play vibes.
Oh, we can
Yeah.
Johnny, a dull boy.
She closes it. She's just like, what a weird diary. What a weird writing exercise. Are there any other Draconic books in the library?
There are others. Other volumes you find are the same case. Every now and then you find one that starts off with legitimate Draconic knowledge. You find one that's journaling some kind of history of the dragons as far as the creation story of the multiverse goes.
Ooh.
This is something that's only theorized, but this point of view is written as if it's confirmed. Like, it's been a thing. It speaks of how the dragons formed a universe and how they formed gods. And it briefly hints on a cosmic war. It throws around a bunch of names that you recognize to be domains of some of the current pantheon, as well as others that you don't quite know. They sound familiar. There's an ancient feeling to them, but not current. And then they slowly start to dwindle randomly in sentences, Kralith. And then it just becomes more Kralith. Eventually, at the end of the book, Kralith, Kralith, Kralith.
She kind of just closes that one too and puts it away.
And Tonpas, you were looking for
Books on the planes or just magic items in general?
planes. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it looks like you take a secret perception check for me.
Yep.
My perception modifier is +4.
Less of 4.
Yes.
You find
Hmm?
an entire document, again, another research journal, of Aderon.
Oh, okay.
And it is a giant tome, a couple hundred pages at least. Journal entries that appear to be written out of order, and you start to get the sense that reading about it, reading the creation story, reading about the divide between the elves and the half-elves, the halflings from the gnomes, Kincaria and Juniper empires, you start to realize that this is starting to be written more as a recollection more than a research.
Hmm. So, like, someone's like just writing down what they remember about it.
Right.
Interesting.
From the skimming through the book.
Are there any like chapters that stand out to me in specific?
Well, let's let you decide. Roll a d6.
Alright. I got a 2.
Got a 2?
I got a dose.
Nothing super specific.
Okay. Wonderful.
There's one about the lineage of the Kazians, and how they were the kings over the Kinkarian Empire before they split, and were basically cast out into the Juniper Empire before returning back to the reign of Kinkarian. But you find that this starts to mention names that you don't know from the Kazian lineage.
Oh.
It starts naming offsprings of the current king. And it goes on.
Oh, so like
I think it's around.
hidden heirs.
Or heirs yet to be.
Yes, interesting. I'll jot some of those down like I'm doing right now.
How long do you two plan to be in the library? Until you're summoned? Or do you guys plan to go around or go back to the rooms?
Tonpas would just chill in here for a while, unless Ebrill brought anything else up. But I think Tonpas would just chill in here, checking out books, reading through the Aderon book, finding other ones to read and stuff like that.
I think if she tried a couple of books and they turn into just Kralith novels, I think she would kind of get bored or maybe a little irritated with that. And she might just try to go find some windows to see if there's any dragons, like bird watching, but with dragons.
I would say that you would find the only other interesting piece that you would find looking through all of these draconic tomes, besides pieces of the multiverse, you would find a little bit about dragons, it becoming more common for them to be in a humanoid form and walking among the people of the realms. But other than that, it's majority Kralith. And looking out the window, you do see a lot of what you would think are dragons at first, but close examination, humanoid pterodactyl-like creatures.
Have I ever seen this before?
Never.
Interesting.
She would ask David if he's seen this before.
Roll a intelligence check for David.
Ooh, let me see what his
David.
stat block is.
Let's go, David.
Come on, dude.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Oh gosh, I'm
Oh, no.
rolling so bad.
Uh-oh.
She's rolling like I do.
Let me
Marco
see what
needed
his
one
stat block
vacation. It was
is.
good. He was good.
I passed it off.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
That's a 3.
Oh no!
He doesn't have the first clue of what he's looking at.
He's like, bro, I got no idea what the.
Why are you asking me? You're asking about dragons? That's kind of racist. Come on now.
He's like,
Expecting
bro,
to know all the
them
dragons?
ain't dragons.
All right. So while you guys are having some library time, we go back to Leylin, Jamir, and Hoagie. You guys have been walking for a few miles now. It's getting later in the day, and it is getting warm. Need you guys to both roll a d20 for me. And I'll need one for Hoagie as well.
Just a straight D20?
Straight d20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Connor, don't say that.
That's what we like to hear.
You say first, Ian. What you get?
All right. So for me, I got a 13, and for Hoagie, I got 11.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Tragically bad, guys.
Leylin,
Come on now.
critical fail.
No.
Leylin, you take the fatigued condition.
Ah,
You take a
man.
-1
Man.
status penalty to AC and saving throws. During exploration, you can't choose an exploration activity. recover from fatigue after a full night's rest. So, Leylin, the later in the day it gets, and the more you start to walk towards the castle, the heat is slowly getting to you. You're starting to see the heat waves. You're starting to sweat profusely. Your breathing is getting heavy. And it seems with every step that you take, it feels like you're getting farther and farther away from the castle.
My man is dehydrated.
Bro's gonna have a heat stroke.
For real.
Connor's character's about to die.
I called it.
So what do you guys do?
I'm just gonna turn to Jamir and be like, can we take a hot second real quick? Just need
Well, homie, it's already
sit
hot.
down.
No matter how many seconds we take. We could look for like some sort of shading, I guess. If there's anything out here, I highly doubt there is. Can I look for shade? Jacob.
There's no line of shade where you guys are at. You guys are in the open.
So we can either sit out here and bake, or we can bake while moving. It's up to you, man. We can slow down the pace a little bit if you want. You know, but it looks like you don't get outside much, so.
That's awful, Joe. Is Jamir riding on top of Hoagie?
I was walking the entire time.
Oh, you were walking on. Can I just like lean on Hoagie? And be like, because he's the only one I'd be able to like actually put my weight on.
How would Hoagie respond to this?
I guess he wouldn't mind. A little irritated since it's hot out. You know, it's a damn bear, but like, you know, not too tired just yet.
Gotcha.
If it was like you like, oh, baby, no, it is what it is.
I'm just gonna like kind of like have my hand on him, like bracing myself, you know, as we're walking.
Man, we got to get you exercise, man. Come on. Get some exercise. Let's go. How far are we away from the castle? You estimate?
You'd guesstimate maybe a few more miles.
Hey, look, dog. It's right there. Got a few more miles. Can you tough it out?
I probably can. Let's just keep moving.
Okay. Because I'd rather not sit here and cook. All right.
Correct. I need to roll something.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You guys walk for another mile.
Mhm.
It's rough. Jamir, your pace is getting slower. Having Leylin keep up. Eventually, as time begins to pass, you start to notice a shadow has passed over you 3 times now in the last 5 minutes.
Oh, motherfucker's circling. Okay.
Oh,
Y'all are gonna get dove.
Look,
No.
can I look to see what it is? Like without blinding myself?
Sure. Looking up into this crimson sky, you see
Mhm.
a humanoid winged creature. Very long beak, kind of flying around. Indeed, circling you guys. It's only one, and they do appear to be
Okay.
clothed.
Mm-hmm.
So some form of an intelligent creature.
I'm gonna look over at Leland like, so don't be alarmed or anything, but there's like this flying humanoid creature up above us. It's been circling for like the past 15, 20 minutes. Not sure what you want to do here. They haven't attacked us yet. I don't think they will. Don't take my word for that. I don't know. But so yeah. Just thought I'd let you know.
Just like my eyes like half closed, just be like, if it gets any closer, we'll just kill the damn thing.
All right, wake up. I just checked my leg. Wake up. Don't pass out on me. Wake up. Don't leave me here.
You say that.
But-
It continues the circle,
Mhm.
and it goes farther and farther away and glides down and a few yards away,
Mhm.
this creature lands. Kind of looks up at you guys, wings coming in close to the torso, hood put up, and slowly walks towards you guys through the heat wave. And that's where we're going to take a break. We're going to take a little bit of a break. Let everyone get some drinks, get some snacks, use a little bit of a restroom if needed. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We're back, baby!
Those are good too, bro.
So, Leylin, Jamir.
Yes, sir.
This creature is approaching. What do you do?
Just like going back on my earlier statement, lazily just like hold up my hand crossbow and just be like, "Who are you?"
Hang on, he might be friendly. Let's not jump to conclusions.
This figure stops at the side of the crossbow and slowly raises up their arms with the wings.
All right. We're going to try to communicate, use our words, not our arrows. Thank you. Just wait. Hey, how's it going?
Arms up. They're going to start slowly approaching once again. Now only a few hundred feet out.
Okay, just ignored me. All right. We'll approach slowly. And just lean over to Leylin. Leylin's like, just keep the crossbow down, but keep it loaded, just in case.
Fine.
You just approach.
Yeah, just approach slowly.
This figure stops when you guys are about 30 feet away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls back the hood. State your name and your purpose.
Oh, no.
Like in life, or just in general?
I would refrain from joking until the matter at hand has been addressed.
Tough crowd. Okay. Well, I'm Jamir. This is Leylin. And this lovely little furry bro right here is Hoagie. And we're kind of looking for our friends here.
I've never met a Hoagie. Might I examine?
I don't know. We're kind of hot. It's kind of hot out here. We only got one person leaning on Hoagie. I don't know how he feels about having two. So.
Understood. How about we walk and talk? Discuss details on the way.
Leylin, how do you feel about that?
Fine. But you lead. No one stands behind us.
All right, I guess have it like that.
So we have a Leylin and a Hoagie. What are you?
I'm a halfling. My name's Jamir, though. Thank you for asking.
The halfling Jamir.
Mm-hmm.
I am Terry.
Fucking Terry?
Terry the pterodactyl.
P-T-E-R-R-Y.
That's how you do it. All right. Okay. Hey, Terry. So, I'm assuming you live here or live around these parts?
Of sorts. You're not from here.
Not at all. Not at all.
Your friend is looking a little bit parched. Would you partake in some liquids?
What do you mean by partake in some liquid? You mean drink water?
Like,
He holds
water
up,
is the only thing I'm.
Terry
into
holds up
right
a
now.
silver flask, pours a few drops of water out, and passes it over.
Just want to like grab it, just start chugging, and then like sign language, thank you. Just be like,
Wait, share it.
Just going to town.
What if it was just vodka and it just looked like water?
It'd be funny.
Just like burning.
So how much are you chugging it, Leylin?
Just like I get a couple gulps in, I'm sure, before Jamir like punches me in the stomach and fucking takes it for himself.
Sure. You start taking a couple of gulps and you're expecting the weight to start to shift, but the weight is consistent. It doesn't appear the liquid is shifting within the flask itself.
Canter of endless water. Is this what this is?
So like a container of endless water is what it is. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna snatch the thing from him. Like Like, damn, Leylin, we're all thirsty here. Come on.
Terry Dack the Tall.
That's funny. That's a
wow. I'm upset I didn't think of that now.
God. Can we give her a hero point? Can we give Marcy a hero point?
Yeah, can Marcy get a hero point? Hold on, I got this.
Marcy, you get a hero point.
There, she can have that one.
She can name one NPC in the game. It can't be Terry, but in the future, you can name one of the NPCs.
God, that is good.
That's gonna be a struggle. Yeah. Like, Marcy's not gonna be in the chat one week, and I'm gonna be like, Bob.
Bobbert.
Jarnathan.
Jarnathan. So, you guys begin the trek, and he's kind of examining you as you're drinking this and passing it around.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you've noticed its special qualities.
Yeah. No matter how much we keep drinking, it stays the same. So, where'd you get it?
Believe it or not, these ruins, looking around.
You got it from these ruins?
Yes.
All right. Making a mental note of that. Look for stuff before we leave.
Well, that sucks. It's like we messed up.
What'd you say?
Huh?
I'm sorry. Jamir wasn't paying attention. What'd you say?
Just wanna be like, all right. Well, Mr. Terry, how close are we to this castle? It's in the distance, and you came down from the sky. We can't be too much further, can we?
He doesn't go outside much, so excuse him.
I'm starting to get that impression. How about I make you an offer?
Okay. Well, what's the offer? Let's hear it before we decide anything.
I have no way of transporting your hoagie to the castle.
Mm-hmm.
The castle is where you are making your destination, is it not?
It is. It is, and that's where we're going, yes.
I can help get you there a little bit quicker, Leylin. And you too, Halfling Jamir.
Mm-hmm.
If you perform a simple task for me, I expect you guys won't be there long. Just tell me, what do you see when you go inside of that castle?
So you want us to tell you what's inside the castle when we get there?
Yes, that would be greatly appreciated.
Why?
Okay. See, there's only one wrench in this plan, though, and I'm honest to God not leaving Hoagie behind.
The way I'm understanding it, you are not of this world. How you got there, I can only rely on theories. Maybe it's best you don't know anything. You just go in, take mental notes of what you perceive, and when you come out, just tell me. No harm can be done. You don't know anything.
Give us one moment.
Of
Take
course.
Leylin arm and just,
Of course.
just like whisper to him over. Like, okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Sounds like a good plan. Weird fucking place, right? Only one problem. I'm not leaving Hoagie out here. I don't know what's out here. He doesn't know what's out here.
I mean, Hoagie's kind of like, he's helped me out since been getting here. So, I mean, I don't really want to leave him behind either. I mean, we could probably just take this guy if you really wanted to try, but...
Oh my god.
Look, we have more important problems at the moment, all right? We're down 2 people, 3 if you want to count Ebrill's dragon. What, all right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's a whole thing. I'm still trying to put everything together here. But what do we do? Because it's obvious we're going to say no. But how is he going to respond?
He's probably not going to respond well.
I mean, hey, look. I got water. You were refreshed, I think. So I think.
I mean, I can talk again, so that helps.
Well, yeah, it's helping, but like, so we just stick it out a little longer. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We're already going there. I'm not leaving my bear. You can't function without me, so yeah, it's okay.
I have probably a really bad idea.
Just don't kill him.
I'm not gonna kill him.
I'll say bad idea incoming.
He gave us water. So
see. I got this. I just want to like pull my like jacket aside a little bit and show that I have this like magic wand to Jamir, and just be like,
all right.
just be like, I have this wand, and I might be able to charm him.
Dog,
This is insane.
That's a good idea.
Dude, Leyland's he's going batshit crazy because of the fatigue, man. He's like, it's just starting to like turn, and like he's going sicko mode right now.
That's not how that's used, but all right.
That's not how that's used.
I know.
He's the opposite of that right now.
I mean, he is sick in the head, and that's about it.
Good. Like, no. Let's just refuse the offer, and if shit goes wild from there, and by wild I mean he starts attacking us, then maybe try. Okay.
Okay. All right. You want to talk him through this, or you want me to do it?
Let me talk. You go rest your little head.
Okay.
So I turn around. So I go over towards Terry, and I was like, "Well, your offer is a little weird, and we just met you and everything. I'm gonna have to decline, honestly, because I just physically cannot leave Hoagie behind. I don't know what's out here, and I fear for him. He's basically family to me. I'm not leaving family around here. So
Yeah.
respectfully,
What he said.
Fast and the Furious vibes.
It's all about family.
All about family.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a favorable part of this world. You're in the better factions area. I will guarantee this bear's safety. But if you two are uncomfortable, I will just keep a safe watch. I will just be an eye in the sky. I will look around, make sure nothing comes your way, and make sure you get to the castle. Should your friend here fall over, almost dead, maybe I can rush him to the castle for medical aid, and in return, you tell me what you perceive.
Can I make a medicine check real quick on on Leland? to see how bad he is. To see how much time we got.
Yes, this is going to be a trained DC, so it's going to be a little higher than usual.
I am trained in medicine, but I will still probably roll low.
Okay.
I lied to you. 18.
Hey, there we go. That's what we like to see. Yes, sir.
You suspect water will be able to hold him off for a good period of time. Maybe a few more hours, which should theoretically get you to the castle. Any longer, any distractions, you risk the serious health of Leylin.
I guess I'll turn back to Chase like, yeah, he has a couple more hours in him. Like he's good. The water helps it a little bit.
More hours in them.
So, but yeah, I promise you. I'll look over at Leland and just say, "Are we cool with that promise, or he just watches in the sky and we tell him what we see when we get there inside?" Or
Fine, Birdman.
Terry, his name's Terry. Let's be respectful.
Terry,
I'll tell you what I see.
Understood. So I'll keep watching the sky, and should one of you drop, then I take you to the castle? No?
If Leland, okay, yeah, if one of us drops, take who's ever dropped to the castle, and then leave the other one here with Hoagie.
Perfect.
They'll make it eventually.
And should none of you drop, would you still be kind enough to let me in?
Homie, I don't know if I'll let you in, but I'll tell you what's inside. Because that ain't my castle. But you gave me water, so hey.
That will do
Respect.
just fine. When you get up to the castle, don't look to the tall spires. The obsidian spires, they do things to people. And the gargoyles, ooh, don't make eye contact.
All right, don't look at the spires, don't look at gargoyles. Is there something I can look at?
The front door.
Obviously. But all right, you know what? All right, so don't look at stuff. Heard.
We'll be in touch. Halfling, Jamir, and Leylin. And starts to fly off into the sky.
Just want to turn to Jamir and be like, fuck that guy.
Still within earshot of that.
Yeah, like I can't hear you.
I heard that!
God, I was like, oh. I'm still with the dehydrated man and the bird man above me. All right, let's just go on the road again. Fuck it. We're here.
The road again.
Okay. You two get back onto the road, begin the rest of your trek towards the castle. Inside of the castle, Tonpas, Ebrill, you two are still in the library reading some books, and there is a knock at the front door. And it is
The library?
at the library.
Okay, yeah.
And there are the two skeletons. And they kind of just poke their head in.
Okay. I'll put the book down. And I'll follow the skeletons, I guess.
Ever also, she's like, all right.
All right. So, they lead you down the corridors, down the steps onto the first floor. And they lead you into this giant ballroom. Almost knocked over my water.
Ooh.
The ballroom, massive, open space, and it's clearly meant to impress those who enter. It features high ceilings, decorative moldings, polished marble floors, dark marble, of course. And there is a stage at one end of the room. Tonpas, you've already poked your head in this room once. There are large windows along one wall, and they let very little light in. The room is eerily silent, except for the occasional rustle of fabric or creak of floorboards. Before you is this giant grand hall table. One end of it filled with food, the other empty. Chairs are dusty. The rest of the table is dusty. But the side where there's food, it looks like it's been prepared for some guests.
Is the dude sitting there?
He is not.
Okay, Kraylith isn't there yet. Ready? Thomas will go up and sit down.
Yeah, so does Ebrill. She goes
Yeah.
over and just sits down.
Okay. And do you guys sit on the opposite ends, or do one of you claim the end of the table?
Oh, no,
Compass
she's
is
not.
claiming the end of the table.
No, she's not claiming the end of the table.
Yeah, no. We sit on like opposite sides.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
is there a check I can make on this food?
Let's learn together.
Does it look like just normal food?
Yeah, is it just like roast chickens and veggies and I don't know what medieval feasts are. A turkey leg or two.
Let's see.
Classic Acune food.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Gosh darn it.
Ian.
Just for fun, we're gonna say it's a crafting check.
A crafting
Oh, okay.
check.
Crafting check. So
We playing Minecraft.
I'm gonna say both of you can have advantage on this since you both
Oh.
deal a lot with food and beverages.
What was that first roll, Cole?
Oh, I got a 21.
Okay. It's 21.
Well, just a D20 or crafting?
You can add crafting to it.
Oh.
You get advantage, too.
It's gonna be an advantage.
So
Oh,
what was that first roll?
15.
Okay. Both of you pass.
Wonderful.
You examine the food, and without getting your fingers into it exactly and messing up the presentation, you can tell that there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't look like it's been tampered with. Nothing about it seems fishy. There's no unordinary smells to it. And none of the wine has been poured yet. It still remains in the bottle. But even peeking in and removing the cork for just a second, it smells wonderful.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the alcohol, so we could use my lore. But okay, cool. All right.
Right.
I might wait a little bit until
Yeah,
Okay.
Eberl wouldn't start eating until the
Yeah.
host is here.
yes, Kraylith.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, 10 minutes pass by, and the doors open. Two skeletons step in, kind of stand firm at the door. Kraylith walks in, hands behind back, boots heavy on the ground. Walks over to his chair, pulls it back, immediately reaches for the bottle of wine, the pitcher of wine. Uncorks it and pauses. Looks at both of you. Begins to pour some wine. One into your cup, Ebrill. One into Tonpas. Puts it down. And he's still standing. And you can see that for the first time since you've met him, there's a little bit of a breath to him. There's a...
Mm.
Shall we feast?
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
He sits back in his giant throne of a chair at this table. Motions for you, please. Fill your plates.
He didn't pour himself a glass.
He did not.
Interesting.
The bottle.
Interesting.
He still has all of that armor and stuff on him.
Oh.
Hmm.
He's like a Mando.
Kinda.
Yeah.
This is the way.
Yeah.
This is the way. Alrighty.
This is the way.
Thomas will grab some food. Thomas is a little nervous.
This is the way.
Yeah, I think
He's been
Eberl
in
is
a-
a little sketch too.
He's been in similar situations with a person who was much stronger than he. Just watching him like this. The
Yup.
last time that happened, fucking died. So, yeah. Thomas is admittedly a little nervous.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, Eberl really just saw like 6 or so journals that just had this guy's name written over and over again. So she's a little creeped out just because
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
While Thomas is getting his food, he'll turn to Kraylin. He's like, "Are you not gonna have any?"
Respectfully, no. I have a condition, and it feels rude to eat in front of my guests.
Oh.
I have a condition.
I understand that. Thomas will grab like some rolls and some meat, some veggies. Start eating.
Hmm.
How's the wine taste? Is it good quality?
I was just gonna say great, but you know what? Let's have fun. Let's see if it actually sucks or not. Tonpas, go ahead and roll a d20.
A D20. Got a 13.
It's not bad. You think you could
Not
have
bad?
done better, but it's not bad.
Damn.
Dang.
Yeah.
Does David sense anything wrong with this?
No, not yet. Are you talking about like with the food?
With like the situation.
The
With
situation.
dude being like, oh, I have a condition and
Oh.
I'm just gonna sit here and watch you eat, you know?
No,
Yeah, that's good.
David doesn't appear to be acting out of character. If anything,
Okay, 'cause
he's a little.
Ebrill would just be like collecting and like kind of turning back and looking at him, making sure he's okay. And oh,
If
does
anything,
he seem fine? You know, kind of
David
thing.
is a little calmer than usual.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
He just leans back in his chair, hands just kind of resting, and just kind of watching as you guys are feasting.
Just watching the sea. Yeah.
Ebrill's just like slowly eating. She's not gorging herself, but she's just kind of like eating because she needs food.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to necessarily be impolite.
Yeah.
I think to kind of break the tension, the awkwardness, Tompus will ask Kralith a question. Be like, so, Kralith, tell me about yourself. How long have you lived in this castle? If you don't mind me asking, of course.
No, it's fine. It's nice to have company. It's been a long, long time. I've been in its castle since its creation. I built it. It took me a few hundred years, but I managed to pull it off. It used to
Oh, wow.
It used to be this bland hilltop amongst these clay lands. Nothing to offer. Nothing inspiring. So I spent the time here working on this castle and making a home for myself in this world.
It's respectable.
Someone's dying.
Someone's
The
dying.
name of Tonpas. Yeah. Oh, wow. So, I mean, you must be, I mean, this is a different plane I'm gathering from the one we're from. So,
Yes.
yeah.
We're in Jalen's domain. A long
Jalen's
way
domain.
from Aderon.
Wait, would we recognize that name?
Yeah, I was going to say, do we recognize that name?
You guys can make a religion check, and we'll call this recall knowledge.
Ooh, recall knowledge.
A religion check? Damn, I'm untrained.
Oh, same.
I got a 5.
Religion.
No.
Let's see.
That's how you spell it.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I was fighting it.
Yeah.
I got a 15.
Oh, nice.
Eberl, this immediately comes to mind. You know this. You recognize this god. God of chaos and war. Tompus. The name doesn't ring a bell at first, but you do start to recall the name. And oh wait, this is This is the replacement for the previous god of war.
Ah, for Bane.
No, Kratos.
Okay, I was gonna ask a totally kind of meta question. So do the people of Aderon still remember the other gods, or were they like forgotten?
There's kind of a weird split. It's still pretty recent. Being like the past, like within the last 20 years. But the people do, some of them don't acknowledge the new gods, and then some of them are still tied. Some of them are exclusively tied to the new gods. So there's kind of a little bit of a debate of what's the pantheon at the moment.
Right. Okay.
Does Ebrill know off the top of her head if this was like a good aligned god or an evil aligned god?
Previous evil.
Evil.
Yeah, incredibly
Yeah, Bane
evil.
was for sure.
Jaw's just a dude.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, Jolin. Yeah, I once knew the old God of War. Try to make some conversation out of character.
Right.
Just
Break up the
flex
tension a
on
little.
somebody.
I'm like, I'm name dropping, you know.
He
Ebrill's like eating and like looking at Tonpas like, what the
Like, yeah, he killed me
Oh, this old
once,
man.
actually.
Your name is Tonpas.
Yes. Yeah.
You're a bit of a legend.
You're a legend.
a level 2 legend?
Damn, okay, calling me out. All right.
Put him down like I'm good boy.
So I don't necessarily think so. Just trying to do the right thing in the moment.
Say what you will. History is history. You fought in the Great War.
So, me and some of my friends did. Yeah.
And were they not responsible for resolution?
All right, a character. Is resolution an event? Or was this something he
It means
said?
like the end of the controversy, like the war
Okay,
itself.
okay, yeah. I suppose so. Yeah, we were.
Intriguing.
Whether that's a good or bad thing, I guess we'll have to wait to see.
I guess we will. He sits back again.
Yeah.
Where are your friends? Any word?
No, I mean I haven't
No,
seen him
haven't-
since
I haven't
we
heard.
entered that portal.
Anything from him? No.
Let's discuss the portal.
Hmm.
We've been having a bit of an issue with portals here.
Oh, so have we.
So we had a bit of an issue with that. Yeah.
Are they connecting to the dragons too?
Dragons. Sort of. It's not a bad theory. Flawed, but not impossible. Not exactly sure where the portals come from. That's part of my dilemma and why I'm glad to see you.
Hmm. Yeah, we had one near a cune that we just followed the footsteps of. I guess your skeletons over there, back through it.
Yeah, they were attacking my house. Well, not my house, but my landlord's house. The house in which I live.
And there was some interesting puzzle at the gates, almost like it was when we got there, and then when we went through it, we ended up here.
My skeletons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unforgettable. Yeah.
A couple of our friends followed the footsteps. They had some magic, glowy footsteps.
I apologize for these events. I'm not aware of what actually leaves the portal and where the portal ends up being. I unfortunately do not control this.
How often are they appearing? Sorry, not to interrupt.
Inconsistently.
Mm.
I've been studying for a couple hundred years now, and hardly any luck.
Oh,
There's no
gee.
discernible pattern. They happen to be somewhere, and I've gotten close. I've gotten really close.
Yo,
What do you mean?
really?
Finding the portal or going through?
Getting through.
Mm.
This isn't my home.
Oh.
I could tell, because you speak Draconic.
Where are you from?
I'm from Aderon.
Oh.
Can I do an insight check? Do they have insight here? Hold on.
I don't think it is.
Let's see.
I mean,
Let me go through all the
perception,
actions. 1 second.
Right. Maybe.
I'll say perception is the closest
Sense
thing.
motive? Is that?
Sense motive? Yeah.
Yeah, whether it's trying to deceive someone. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Says it's a basic. What do I roll? Oh, okay, I do a perception check against if it's lying, the deception DC of the creature.
Gotcha.
Interesting. Dang, well, that's only an 11, so.
It could be worse.
Okay.
Hey, good.
He's honest.
Oh, all right, cool.
How did you get here? Freak accident or?
Something like that.
Okay. And
Why do you have skeletons? Why you got skellies around?
Well, I don't really get help here. I'm not well loved amongst the Saurians.
The what chance?
Saurians, they are the people that reside here.
Oh, the dino folk.
Yes.
Okay. So, does time move differently here, or compared to Aderon? The new gods have only been around for like 20 years or so.
Hmm.
You said you've been here for hundreds.
Yes. Time moves differently here.
Hmm.
I mean,
Don't make
he's not a
sense
god.
motive.
He's not a god.
Hey, I don't believe this. Hold on. He might.
Wait, are you a god?
I'll say I'm sense motive in this. This dude is jolly. I gotta feel it.
Go for it.
All right, what is it? I make attempts this for you. Okay, so the Ajim attempts a single secret perception check for you.
Yeah, I read that. I didn't understand what that meant.
So Jake
So I-
rolls essentially.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah,
Make 'em
so I have
roll.
again a +4 to perception.
So, seeing as how I missed all of the old campaigns, are all the old gods dead?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Not all of them.
Hold on, shivering down, dog.
I'll say quite a
be
bit
there.
of them died. A couple of it was our fault. I'll admit.
Like Bane's dead.
Yeah, Bane's fucking murdered. Yeah, Bane's
Okay.
fucking died.
Bane's gone.
Bane, the Rizdun, Torog, I think died.
Torog, Moradin.
Yeah.
Moradin.
Oh, Moradin. I was like, who's the sun
dude-
god?
That one god that
Paylor-
stayed
no,
on
Paylor got
fire
fucked
for
up.
like a little bit.
Yeah.
Paylor died.
Taylor got jumped. No, he didn't get
and
jumped.
then
He didn't.
in the Tiamat's brother, crap, what's his name?
Bahamut.
Bahamut like reset the pantheon or something.
He's like, so we fucked it so bad he had to reset it, dog.
Now we
Gotcha.
didn't. That was the gods fucking so bad. We didn't do shit. We stopped it. Well, we fucked it a little.
Paylor
for a
didn't
little
die,
bit.
though.
Was kind of
He got
friends with
jumped.
Bane, who was a lawful evil god of war. Tonpas thought they were friends a little bit. Tonpas kind of missed talking with Bane. Anyway,
Forgot
sorry.
about
That was the problems.
Yeah. Bane killed Tonpas. Long story. Tonpas and Bane talked for a little bit.
We're bros
We
now.
figured it out.
Figured it out.
You know.
Leylin, Jamir, roll a d20s for me.
Hang on. I'm stepping up in
I'm
the
gonna be fucking dead.
Jacob,
Hmm.
what was the results of the sense motive check?
Seems truthful.
Seems truthful? Tonpas still doubts it a little.
So
Still
dumb.
doubts it. I think I might be okay this time. I got an 18.
Okay.
Nice, I got a 6.
Oh no.
You guys make it to the front entrance of this tall obsidian castle. Terry, still way off in the distance, doing wide circles around you guys. Castle looms high above the surrounding landscape. Tall, black spires. They go into the crimson sky. Weirdly, you smell a lot of chemical smells, similar to the tracks, but heavy abundance here. There's a low hum that seems to permeate from the castle itself. And Leylin,
Yes.
I need you to make a
Oh god.
will save.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
You can do it. Believe in yourself, man. You just gotta believe.
17.
Like,
17.
there you go.
Fail.
You get to the front, you get to the front doors, and you start to stumble a little bit, and you start hearing screams. You start hearing a little bit of combat, and there's a feeling in you of reaching out for a ring, and then all of a sudden, all of it goes away.
Oh boy.
Always you.
So like it was another vision essentially, or was it just like it was just I could hear this essentially?
This one felt familiar.
Familiarity. Ooh.
Ooh.
So my ring is like resonating and everything with how close we are to the castle.
Right. And when you guys get to the front door, you guys would notice, sitting in the thinking pose, that a small crack in the armor of Kraelith begins to pulsate right on one of the fingers.
Oh, wait. Ebrill and I noticed that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, this motherfucker outside.
Small crack in his armor?
Yeah, like where light could shine through it.
Is it a ring-shaped crack
Where
in his
ring
armor?
would be?
It's more so like finger armor, like gauntlet.
Yeah, yeah. But is it like a ring-shaped crack in the finger gauntlet?
Oh,
This is an out-of-character question for me.
not you.
Not really.
You could probably assume it's probably a ring since it's on the finger.
Okay. Okay.
And he looks down
Well,
and immediately stands up. We have to answer the front door. If you'll excuse me,
Oh.
I think your friends are here.
Oh, would you like us to come with?
Would you like to greet them?
Yeah, sure. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
Okay,
It's been a little bit.
let's make this happen.
He looked like he fucking.
He walks over, enters the foyer,
About to get fucking murked,
pulls
bro.
open the door, and before you two, Hoagie, Leylin, Jamir.
Ah, hey guys.
Yeah, I mean, you tell me y'all were here the whole time, and we was out in the heat.
Listen,
What do you mean?
I had a whole thing. I had to sit in a sewer for a little bit to escape a bone golem.
I'm not
He
even
just
gonna.
gets a little nervous when he travels. It's fine.
I almost got sucked
Just
up
don't
by
bring
a
it
gelatinous
up.
cube.
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't
sorry.
see any of this. I didn't see any of this.
I
Let me
saw
tell
some
you.
dino-looking dude.
I
was
don't
saying.
believe him at all.
this
Please.
whole time I'm just ignoring them and I'm staring at Kraelith.
Please come inside. The heat will kill you.
yeah. Seen that firsthand. All right.
Do I recognize Kraelith at all?
Nope.
Okay, so just a entity. Just a
It's just a dude.
Are the skeletons with him?
Huh?
Are the skeletons with him?
No.
No? Okay.
Nice.
But he does look
Alright.
like a bad guy because he has red glowing eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we
obviously.
can't judge a book by its cover.
in
Yes, the
in
fuck you
dark
can.
armor, right?
Bingo. Yeah, it's dark armor.
Doesn't he look like Death Knight?
Death Knight.
This one will be like, who are you? Because like just everything is telling me like this guy seems like probably trouble.
I'm Kralith. And you are...
Leylin.
Hmm.
And you? Who are you?
Oh, I'm Jamir. That's Hoagie. We're gonna go inside because it's hot out here, and I'm pretty sure it feels a lot better in there.
Yes. If you, Tonpas and Ebrill, will lead them to the ballroom, I'll close
Oh, of
up
course.
and reunite inside.
Sure.
Just like
Tom
that, the
was so,
party's
like-
back, baby.
Yeah, Tonpas will like guide y'all back to the ballroom, I suppose.
Yeah, bro walks with them too.
Oh, is there food there?
Yeah, a lot of it.
Absolutely.
So, how's the outside like?
Hot.
Oh,
Not a lot of going around.
It wasn't great when I first appeared.
Yeah, you guys saw any dragons?
Well,
no.
we saw Terry.
Saw
We
Birdman.
saw Terry.
Terry, a dragon? A dragon named Terry? That's a dragon name.
He wasn't really a dragon. You know how to explain it? He like a giant bird man, but with no feathers.
Oh, did he look like a? I think I
Birdman
saw
with
one
no
of those in the
feathers.
dungeon when I first arrived.
Dungeon.
He's a dungeon
Yeah, that's where I
master.
appeared.
Just
So
wanna
does this
put that,
happen
as
with
a mental note.
like portal travel often, or is this like a one-time thing? What's
It's
going
been a
on here?
minute since I portal traveled. Last time I did it, I ended up in the astral realm though. So
I'm
this is a little bit of a different circumstance.
You learn something new every day. I'm still lost. All right.
Kralith enters the room and returns to his seat. We're so glad to have you here, Leylin, Jamir, and Hoagie. You are
Good morning,
welcome to stay here as long as you need to. Are you hurt? Are you injured?
Just a little dehydrated.
A little,
Like one
little
another?
fatigued. Yeah.
Sleep will fix that.
So, what y'all been up to? What y'all been talking about?
Oh, we were just talking about Kralith and just talking about himself. I was talking about myself. You know, just a casual conversation.
Sure. Y'all ever bring up how to get home, or why we're here?
I mean, Kralith talked about how he's been trying to find the portals, but
Yeah, they have a problem here too.
apparently they've been showing up randomly for the past couple hundred years.
So we're stuck.
No consistent pattern.
100 years.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, no. My theory is that time works a little differently here. I believe that's how it works.
You're saying because I don't live that long. I know for a fact I don't live that long.
I'm about to say, yeah, I think time just moves a little faster here.
Just want to turn to Kralith and be like, what year is it here?
I'm not entirely sure.
Do you remember what year you left Aderon?
No.
Hmm.
Damn.
Goodness.
Hmm.
Do you remember? Do you remember who was ruling in Kincaria?
King Cassian.
King Kazian? Who's ruling right now, Jacob?
King
Out of
Cassian.
character question. King Kazian still? Okay, all right.
Well, obviously it's like the
I'll say, well, King Kazian is still ruling, so
Well, that warms my heart. I think we might be able to solve this issue together. Alone, I cannot escape, but if I were to have your help, I think I can get us out of here.
What do you
Would
think?
that
we
be
need to do?
cool?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I just Leylin as a whole is just like, God, this guy's like out here freaking me out.
Oh, welcome to my
Like,
world.
my whole body is like, all my hairs are standing on end. Just like, I don't want to be near this guy anymore.
So what's
Seems
your
like a panic
theory
attack.
on how to escape?
Have you tried going through a portal?
Many, many times.
What happened?
I'm not fast enough. I
Mm.
start to get weaker. You see, part of the reason I've resided in this castle, I lose my life force leaving. I'm not from here, and it kills me to be here. I suspect if I were to get back home, I would continue living a normal life.
Mm-hmm.
Here, that's not the case. The further I get away from this castle, the more life-threatening it becomes. So I wait, and I wait, and I wait for portals.
So you're just tied to this place. You can't go like a certain distance away?
Sure, I can. But then I start being drained of my arcana, my will, everything.
Presumably that same thing will happen to us.
Presumably.
But what makes this place so special?
I'm a bit of a lab rat. I dabble in practices that aren't favored among many, not the kind of table talk that we should discuss.
It's 100% like stealing life force from people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that explains the skeletons.
In the dungeon with
Totally a necromancer.
with other P. Terry down there.
PT.
Yeah, P. Terry.
What up, Terry?
Does Leylin notice the glowing ring on him, and or does Kraylith notice the ring on my hand?
You notice it on him. Rollies.
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 D20.
What am I? Just a D20. Ooh, a 9.
Roll again.
Oh.
Excuse me.
It's a little better. 16.
He's eyeing your ring.
Oh.
Huh.
Do we notice any of this? Do the other three notice?
If you want, you can make perception checks. It'll be a little bit of a higher DC.
I've been rolling bad all day. I don't
How does
mind.
a 23 sound?
23.
I'll do it, but Tonpas is
Oh, I
probably-
also rolled a 23.
23.
Hey, let's go.
Oh my god, I also rolled a 23.
We're
Let's go.
all on the same page.
I hate that number.
The rest of the
Wow.
party.
You see them have a little bit of this conversation, and there's just like a silent pause where Kraylith and Leylin are just kind of like looking in each other's directions. The three of you, y'all freaking notice.
Y'all know the vibes are off.
y'all notice the vibes. You see the glow from the gauntlet. You freaking know.
I just want to like cross my arms, like somewhat hiding the ring, like under
When he
one of
does
my
that,
arms.
Ebrill just kind of like was just kind of like, all right, this is really awkward.
Yes.
Sexual
As,
tension
as
there.
far as escaping, apologies. There's a device that ancient Saurians once had. I think I know the location, but I no longer have access to the key. There are ruins
Alright.
a few miles out from here. Beneath those ruins are a temple where this piece of technology is hidden, locked away. There is no accessing it without this key. Now, for years, I searched for this key as much as I could, sending scouts across this land. It wasn't until this previous year that I finally got word of where this key was. Now, I would like to state that I did attempt to go, full confidence I could make it. I could retrieve it myself. I practically died in the process.
Interesting.
And since then, I physically and in an arcane nature cannot pass into the realm where this key is.
Oh.
I am eternally
Where's the-
banished.
Oh.
So, if
It's another realm.
it is in another realm, if you would be willing to help, in which case I would help you in return with the temple beneath the ruins. If you were to help me get this key, we can escape together and go home.
You said the key's on another realm? In another realm?
That's the unfortunate part. It's in the possession of a demon lord named Tazrak.
Oh, demons. Well, that sounds fun. All right.
Good times, good times.
What do you mean by that?
What was that name again, Jacob?
Tazrak. It is Tazroch.
Okay.
Rock.
Who was the demon we were fighting in the old campaign, Jake?
Which demon?
The one Margaret was fighting at the sanctuary or the temple.
Oh, the one that we let out, the one that we escaped. Gargoyle is
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no.
Oh.
This is not him.
no, the big thing that was Gargonzel.
No, the other one that we killed that somebody had pissed off. I forgot what it was.
The Rakshasa?
Oh,
Yeah, the Rakshasa.
Not that.
Jacob,
Okay.
out of character question.
Yep.
Do you have a plan for that demon they released?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
cool.
part of the
Oh,
space
boy.
adventure.
Oh, boy.
Nice. Glad to see that thing's still alive. All right.
That cursed Thomas the Train.
yeah, yeah. That was.
So you're banished from going there?
I cannot pass through the realm gate now. I have tried once, dying already, and I failed. I'm banished.
How'd you come back from dying? Typically, that's a permanent thing.
I have help, and it helps to have dragons.
I got a bear.
Dragons, you say? I want to say that in Draconic.
He looks your direction again, in Draconic. We would know something about dragons. We can talk later.
Yeah, everyone's just like, what the fuck?
Ebrill just like makes note of that.
Okay, so we would have to get this key, and then that would unlock the ability to use the device in that temple.
Theoretically, I know at a minimum it would let me have access to the temple. Without it, there's no way to get into the temple.
Okay. Tonpas will like turn to everyone else and it's like, so, what do y'all think?
Well, I'm really tired.
So yeah,
But sure.
we can make that decision tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
A nice night of rest.
Mm-hmm. That's fine because we've had a long, hot day. So
It's been a long day for me as well.
Apologies. I
Oh no, of course.
forgot my manners.
Oh, it's okay.
Let's conclude dinner, and you can have the night to think it over. And he stands up. If you will follow me, I will escort you out so you may go to your chambers. Assuming you're done
Alright.
eating, in which case, if not, we can have food delivered to your rooms.
Thank you.
I'm
Top.
gonna start taking rolls.
Yeah.
Start
I've
taking
finished
rolls.
this.
All right.
As we're walking out, I just want to shoot a glance to Krylith and be like, "We'll talk later. Find me when you're ready."
So he stands at the entrance, and one by one, you guys begin to exit and follow the skeletons. He stops you, Leylin, last, hand on your shoulder, and pulls you in. I know who you are. And let's go. And walks off.
Oh no!
It's always you.
It's always me.
Ebrill kind of like looks behind her because she wants to keep tabs on where Leland is because she wants to sneak around and hear their conversation when they meet up. Yeah.
Oh, no.
She knows that they're going to talk later, so she's like, I'm just going to follow him around. Even if she needs to sneak around, you know? It's a little stealthy stealth.
Understood. Do you guys follow the skeletons to each of your chambers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Initially, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there anything specific you guys will do with your night?
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back outside and talk to Terry. Just tell him what I saw. Then go right back inside.
I'm just gonna go pass out,
Okay. So,
waiting
Jamir,
for Krylith's call.
you go back down the stairs and open the door, and it's locked. And you pull
It's
on
locked.
these giant wooden doors, and they are not budging.
You're locked. We're locked in.
We're locked in.
No.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find a piece of paper, write on that, shoot an arrow outside as far as I can. Hopefully it reaches Terry, and then call it night.
Okay.
Can you open up a window to do that? Are they locked too?
You could open the window.
I'd say, are they like just
It's just
castle
the
windows
doors.
where they're just arrow slots?
Yeah.
They just kind of open up like, droop.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just go look for a piece of paper, write down saw this. Shoot it out. I was like, I've done all I can. I held on my part.
I've done all I can.
Yeah, doors are locked. I'm tired, but everyone's somewhat safe because of the weird little interaction we had at the table. So yeah, people speaking Draconic. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, Tonpas will just lay down and go to sleep for the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Says 2 going to sleep. Leland?
I'm just gonna like pass out and wait for Krylith's call.
Okay. So you go to sleep, and Ebrill?
I'm thinking I'm gonna dismiss David.
Okay.
Because I don't think he's stealthy. Let me double check.
He's a dragon. He's gonna mess with the dragon. He's fine.
Yeah, he's not. Well, oh no, he gets a +6 to stealth. So yeah. So she's not gonna dismiss him. She'll keep him around. So she's basically gonna go into her room, wait a moment, open the door to make sure that no one was like, that she's not, being followed or something. And she'll probably wait a moment to see if Leylin is in his room. And since he fell asleep, she's not going to see any activity. So she'll probably just like lightly close the door and just kind of like stand there and wait until she hears until she hears
She's
movement.
waiting.
Does she wait
Until
for the night?
she or David hears movement.
Dang. And is she
Yeah.
gonna do this
So if
throughout the
she
entire
gets-
night?
If she gets tired enough, I think she'd fall asleep. But David could be there to let her know, because I don't think he needs sleep.
Gotcha.
Mm,
Okay.
cool.
So one by
Compass will
one,
rest.
you fall asleep. Connor, you can mark off the fatigued condition.
Yay, there we go. There we go.
And now you guys get a whole nother week to think about what you're gonna do in the next session.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great. I'm also no longer just bad.
No, you're so crazy, dog. Like,
Oh god.
What is going on?
He-
with
Connor
I'll say
is-
he's going
Yeah.
robot mode.
Connor's
turn
internet's
the
having a
sound wave over
stroke.
there.
Oh gosh. Well, everyone, thank you
Am I
for
dead?
That
watching
was fun.
once again. Join our empty Discord server if you want, or don't. Who knows? Or
Send some memes in
exclamation
there,
point. Yeah, send some memes. We like memes. Or exclamation point merch if you want some little swordplay and sorcery stuff to support the channel. The exhaustion's getting to him.
y'all.
Yo,
Oh yeah, it got to me.
You know.